Well, hi everyone. Welcome back to Ed's Metalworks. We're kind of out of the metalworking business this spring. Spring has caught up with us, yard work, getting all the lawnmowers going. I service a few lawnmowers for different people, mostly friends. I don't do it for anybody else but my friends. And anyway, and family, I guess. But I just thought I'd bring you along a little bit, and on this little Murray we're working on here, actually belongs to my daughter. It's an older lawnmower, got a Briggs engine on it, but it's nice, lightweight little lawnmower. No self-propel or anything like that, but my daughter seems to like it, so we keep her running. Anyway, I'll show you what we got going here. This is the original gas tank and carburetor off of here, off this. It's a Murray, what's it say, 20-inch, 4.5 horsepower Q motor. It runs good. We're just having trouble with a gas leak and the primer bulb. But anyway, as you can see right here in this corner, I don't know if you can see that or not, but the sealant has gone off the gas tank, so we have a little bit of a leak there. And then the diaphragm gasket that's underneath this carburetor was swollen. So anyway, what I did is I took my model number, serial number and everything, which on this mower is found. It's under the cover actually, but it's I don't know if I can get a good view of that or not, but tip it up here a little bit. It's all printed on the steel case of the motor. That's usually where you'll find them on these small engines, somewhere on the steel case. But that's what them numbers there are, what you need to buy parts with. This number back here is just a Murray part number and model number. But buying parts for this engine, you're better off with these model numbers that are right from Briggs. But anyway, like I said, we had a gas leak and a bad gasket. So I went shopping on Amazon, and to get a gas tank was rather expensive. To get the gasket was not too bad. But anyway, I found this whole kit: gas tank, carburetor, 2 air filters, an extra primer bulb, it already has a primer bulb in it, gasket, and a spring set for $30. Now, how did they do that? Of course, it's made in China, but who knows if this one was too. I don't know. It don't say anything on it. It just says if in the USA, use unleaded gasoline. So anyway, $30 for that. I actually got enough. I got a complete set here, and I got enough parts to rebuild this one if I can seal this gas tank up with some JB Weld or something. I don't know what they seal them up with. It's kind of some sort of plastic, it looks like. I don't really know what it is, but anyway, we cleaned this one out already, and while we were waiting for this one, just in case. But this is what that carburetor deal was. Like I said, it came from Amazon, but we're gonna get her put on, try to get her started up, see if it makes any difference. I'll get you set up here. We'll install this and get the mower back together, and then we'll take it outside and see if we can fire it up, put some gasoline in it and fire it up. All right, got you kind of over my shoulder here. We'll see if we can get this carburetor put on here and gas tank. Pretty straightforward. I did find I have to make one modification to the new carburetor. This rod, where this rod goes into this butterfly valve, this hole here has to be enlarged. This This rod is a 3/32 rod, so I'm gonna go get me a drill and we'll enlarge this hole. Whoops. All right, got a drill. I got a bit that I think will work. Get me my drill. Yeah, I gotta be careful with this job here, so. All right, in case you're wondering, I used a 41 numbered drill bit, which is 0.096. The 3/32, I figured it would be too tight for a 3/32 rod, so I went the next size I could get bigger there. So anyway, we got that. Now we're gonna see if we can get this stuck on here. I put plugs in these two. I think this is a vacuum port and this is the intake port, but I put plugs in there because I blew all the dirt out of here, so I'll take them out. And this new carburetor, it's got a O-ring in there. I'll put a little bit of lube on that O-ring. Just a tiny bit of grease or something to help it slide on there. And take this bolt out. And we'll try to get them all lined up. I suppose I better put that rod in there first, maybe. I don't know, I think we'll go another size bigger with that hole. It's still pretty tight where it turns the corner there. Try this now. There we go. Get everything lined up here. Let's see what happens. Need the next bigger. Governor rod seems okay. Well, we're going to have to loosen that bracket a little bit so I can move that. What size is that? 1/2 inch. Oh. Looks like, you know, of course with these aftermarket parts, especially from China, it's like I gotta make a little modification to this bracket. It actually hits on the tank when you get everything lined up. So you can't get that screw in there. So we'll pop this bracket off, I guess, and do a little modification. I don't really like taking these head bolts out, but so what we got is the tank's hitting right on the bottom here, so we're gonna make us a little relief there. You can see on the new paint where it's scratching when you try to tighten it up, so yeah, we'll get us a little relief built on there. I'll be right back. Alrighty, we're back. I got my relief on the bottom here, and also This is a 1/4 thread bolt. I don't know what the thread pattern is in this tank, but we're going to run a 1/4 tap through there so we can, because that bolt won't go in there. I imagine it's some metric deal or something. You know, like I said, these aftermarket parts, there's always a little bit of variance somewhere, it seems like. And of course, at this price, piece made in China, we can kind of expect to make a modification somewhere along the line. At least in my world, it seems like. Yeah, still doesn't line up. All right, we're gonna have to make this hole bigger here. We're coming close to maybe just rebuilding that old tank and see if we can't seal that up. But see what happens here. We're going to make this hole a little bigger here. All right, let's see a third time's a charm here. Like I said, if nothing else, we can get that other one back on here. was a little bit loose. And like I said, third time's a charm. Stand up these head bolts. Probably blocking everything you're seeing here. All right, no binding in that. Got that hose hooked up. There's this little spring, return spring we gotta put on here. Alrighty, we got it on there. It was a struggle. Aftermarket parts, but we got her all on there and got this bolt hole after modifying that a little bit. Well, I'll get the rest of it put together. I won't bore you with that, and we'll get her outside and put some gas in it and see what happens. Alrighty guys, here we are with our Chinese gas tank carb assembly put on here. I'll put some gas in it and see what happens here. I don't know if I've mentioned, but all my small engines and everybody's I work on, I tell them to buy ethanol-free gasoline, which I know in some states isn't very easy to find. Around here there's a few gas stations that carry it, but and also I run stay-bill storage in my gasoline year round. That way when fall comes I don't gotta worry about having anything in there to make it through the winter time, but it's in there all year long, so it's just a good practice to get into, I think. That and the ethanol free gas, but like I said, in some states that's not easy to find. Around here it is kind of expensive, but we can find it. Anyway, let's see if this thing fires up and that carb is worth the 30 bucks I spent on it. Carbon tank. Yeah, so far it's not. Oh, duh. I unhooked that spark plug when I was working with that bracket. Take back what I said about that. Like I said, I forgot to hook that spark plug back up. I was bad mouthing the carburetor with that, ain't it? Got to be bad mouthing the operator. But anyway, I'm gonna go get a clamp to hold this safety thing down here, and we'll let her run for a little bit and see what happens. This seems to be all right. I'm gonna try starting her up one more time, just off a quick start here. Alrighty, there's the new carb install. See if we can make it another year with this old girl. She's been around a long time. But anyway, thanks for joining along. I hope you got a little something out of this. You can see what a struggle I have at times. Of course, working with replacement parts sometimes can't be the best thing to do, but they're reasonably priced, and if they get you by a while, then it's worth the struggle sometimes. But anyway, thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up, share it, and we'll be catching you on the next one. Thanks for watching.